Hey yo, what's going on you guys? Akinawa1 here, and today I'm bringing you guys the best hero equipment tier list slash what you want to use for your heroes going into attacks here. Up first, the Barbarian King. I did actually recently also unlock all of my hero equipment so that way I can make this video. So for the Barbarian King, right now I've got Spiky Ball and Earthquake Boots, but that's because that's mainly the equipment you would use for like a army that's pushing into the base. For example, Root Riders or like a Titan Charge or anything like that. You would be using this. If you were using something like air attacks with a dragons or whatever, you would probably want to use Spiky Ball and the Snake Bracelet. Um, if you don't have Snake Bracelet, probably use the Barbarian Puppet. That's what I was using on one of my other accounts, and it works very well. Um, Other than that, everybody knows Giant Gauntlet and Rage Vial is also one of the most used Barbarian King equipment. This goes really well together, and especially if you have the Phoenix on your King, this will really take out a nice hefty amount of a base for you. Um, Unfortunately, the Vamp Stash and Giant Gauntlet, in my opinion, are probably the least used Barbarian King equipment. It's just the Vamp Stash, I haven't seen it used in forever, and it's because it's not really too much needed anymore, unfortunately. And I do wish that Clash of Clans adds a feature where you can recycle all of your materials that you spent on hero equipment and recycle it all, get it all back, and use it on what things, specific things you would like to use it on. But I don't know if we'll ever get that feature. But it would be nice to get that feature though. Up next, we've got the Archer Queen. In my opinion, the best hero equipment for right now for the Archer Queen is Giant Arrow and the action figure puppet. I don't have them maxed out, but they still work really good at this low level. They definitely need to add that 100%, right? It's a really good. It would be really good because a lot of us hurried up and upgraded like Earthquake Boots and the Barbarian Puppet, just like on this account. You see how my Earthquake Boots and Barbarian Puppet are maxed? And it's just like instantly they added Spiky Ball and all this, and now it's just like nobody's using any of that, you know? So, but anyways, I'm using Giant Arrow and the action figure puppet. If you don't have this already, I do strongly recommend gemming the action figure puppet. It's, in my opinion, more useful than the mirror. But the mirror is also really, really, really strong, especially if you have it maxed out. I don't recommend that the mirror. I don't think that the mirror is really useful if it's not maxed. But as for a low level, giant action figure puppet and giant arrow are probably the best hero equipment for the Archer Queen. Healer puppet and giant arrow are also really well. These work really, really good as well, by the way. So if you don't have action figure puppet, use healer and giant arrow. That's literally such a good combo. You'll be 100% safe with that. Let me just go ahead and put my things back that I was using. Okay. Up next, we've got the Minion Prince. I never actually really liked the Minion Prince until right now with this Dragon Army that I'm using. He's absolutely insane. If you're gonna run the Crown, one thing is that if you're gonna run Crown, you have to run Phoenix on the Minion Prince. You have to run the Phoenix just so that way you can get 100% value with the Crown. Certain player is it optimal to push trophies to get ores faster? I'm 10 on 13. That and Clan War League and Clan Wars Dolkin or Dolkaren 69. Push trophies and Clan Wars, and also so you can get a higher star bonus with more ores. Yes, 100%. But yeah, so for the Minion Prince, I am rocking the Dark Orb and the Dark Crown. The Henchman puppet is also really, really good, but in my opinion, Dark Orb, Dark Crown, Phoenix on the Minion Prince, and he is gonna go absolutely crazy on bases. If you don't have the Dark Crown, I strongly recommend getting it. And if you don't have Dark Crown, probably use the Henchman Puppet. That's the second best with the Dark Orb, in my opinion. Max out the Henchman Puppet as well because it's really, really strong. Up next for the Grand Warden, once again, I strongly recommend Eternal Tome for basically every single army. It's really, really strong. I've got Rage Gem right now, but you could also use the Healing Tome. It's really strong for air armies, root riders. You see the Healing Tome mainly for root riders. You'll see Healing Tome just because you don't really need the root riders to get rage. They're already strong enough and good enough as is. So that's why you have the Healing Tome, just so you can kind of get them back up to full HP because they initially take that like crazy amount of damage in the beginning. Um, but another good loadout with the minion prince actually is Healing Tome and Eternal Tome. And then if you're gonna rock something where you need the heroic torch, I still recommend using Eternal Tome. Eternal Tome basically never goes away. That's the number one hero equipment for Grand Warden is Eternal Tome. But if you're gonna rock Fireball, then you probably want to go Rage Gem Fireball. Don't put Eternal Tome with Fireball. I don't even think there is a strategy that anyone's ever used where it involves Eternal Tome and Fireball. So do what you want with that information. I'm seeing here that my system is a little bit low FPS. My PC's been on all day and my phone is really hot. But so if you're gonna rock Fireball for the Grand Warden, make sure you're rocking Rage Gem. Do not waste an Eternal Tome on that. And then up last, probably the strongest hero as of right now in Clash of Clans. I have every single equipment for her max except for the boots. The RC, I'm rocking Rocket Spear and I'm rocking Seeking Shield and Rocket Spear just because this is an army. I'm using an army where my RC is sniping probably the backside of a base with an air defense or something. So that's why I've got the Rocket Spear to hopefully snipe a air defense. But you can rock obviously Electro Boots, Rocket Spear. You can rock Haste Vial, Electro Boots, Haste Vial, Hog Rider. I don't recommend using Haste Vial with Rocket Spear. This is just gonna waste a lot of Rocket Spears because she's gonna be throwing them so fast that they're gonna get sent into nothing. But Life Gem or the Royal Gem, I haven't really seen that been used on her ever since, you know, Royal Champion had that as a default. Haven't really seen it used ever after that. But right now I'm really enjoying the Shield, Seeking Shield, and the Rocket Spear just because the Electro Boots are really meta, and I'm kind of trying to stay away from meta. I'm trying to just create my own things and create my own little vibes. But yeah. If you guys have any ideas for any new hero equipment that you would like to see, please go ahead and give me comments in the comment section of anything you think they should add for hero equipment or any sort of mechanics that they should do for hero equipment. And other than that, it's been your boy Aki91, and I'm out. Please drop a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to see me more often. Peace.